Well, okay. Well, hello everyone. It's me, Solid, and well, weird to have you here. Yeah. So I managed to actually get to figure out how to record things on the PS5. So, if things go well, this is going to be my first recording from here. But yeah, no. We're actually taking a look at a little bit about the gameplay on the PS5 from earlier, right? So, a couple of things to notice. Game looks actually really nice. First thing of like an eternity. I haven't actually had the opportunity for my game to look this well in like a long time. But yeah, everything looks so nice. Let me double check. Yeah, no, we were getting this right up. That's just like random meat system on the ground. I was like, there's no way that's possible. But yeah, no. Let me double check something. Yeah, no, we're recording. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. But as you can tell, the quality of this is looking much better, and I also do believe I'm playing the game, right? But yeah, hopefully it sounds better. Hopefully the recording's better. I don't know how often I'll do this, mostly because I just need to have the right time and the right amount of time to play this. But we're actually going to check out Renacita. Well, I guess Renacita. Hopefully this goes well. I do have a couple of things to kind of check out. I don't want to take too long because it might actually end up being a couple of different parts, according to my timing, of course. But yeah, no, hello and welcome. Super excited. A little bit of concern if I'm gonna get like middle stopped about my audio among things, but yeah, no, hopefully it's all good. Yeah, no, it looks good. Enough, yeah, because this actually takes a lot of storage space. Hopefully I have enough. But yeah, no, everything looks good. Everything's performing all right. For me, I haven't had any issues quite yet because I haven't played it enough. Because I was trying to figure out or fiddling with if I can use a controller and a keyboard the other day.
Make it fast.
And you can use a keyboard. I don't know if it's just kind of like a one-sided thing for the mouse and things. Because it really is just hard to really say if you can. But at least from the perspective of PlayStation player, a lot of the settings aren't quite up to par from what I'd like them to be. Motion blur is typically on, which I don't like necessarily so much. Cutscenes, there's really not much other than that. There's some stuff that if you can lower graphically, if you'd liked. Control options are fine. So some of the stuff is a little bit locked behind, but you do have more options, and you do have the option to at least kind of set it to one particular thing at least. That's fine. I think this is like the majority of the settings that I'd like to go over. We have language selection, which is obviously kind of thing. I don't know if I want to click on the other stuff. Mostly because, leaking data or something like that, but yeah, no. We are actually on the PS5. I'm actually controlling this from like just the camera angles. I haven't figured out how to like kind of pan out, but I do know like the controls are pretty standard. It does lag out a little bit on like the menu, like the map screen, which kind of does concern me a little bit, but that's because I'm just kind of re-rendering it in and out. It makes sense. I think the PS5 always has issues with that. I've also noticed that, and I have heard a lot of people just complaining about the game running at less than 60 FPS, which, to be honest with you, is a bit disappointing, but it does make sense that you're going to have a couple of issues. Wuthering Waves has always been like more of a laggier game, and personally I have always gotten a few more issues from just Unreal Engine games, period. It's running fine. I hadn't had any like crashes because we're this early on, but it's kind of like my performance check among things, but it looks absolutely incredible so far. But hopefully the audio is fine. I'm kind of double checking on that stuff. I'm picking flies, but I'm kind of just checking, just kind of mostly an among things. I did notice they've actually added a couple of things because Obviously, I kind of want to check it out on here rather than on my phone because it doesn't lag primarily, and like secondary, because it runs so smoothly. Like I'm getting like the full experience as it stands now. I have noticed that we actually have a couple more things that I don't own, and that's a bunch of different mats. So we do have a couple materials that we have here. I think if we actually check out what these are, they're probably kind of like the newer materials from Minnesota. But even if we go by everything, this is a really nice upgrade because I always kind of used to be annoyed when I didn't have the materials on hand. I had to go specifically back to Jinja, which again may not seem like a big thing. That's kind of like a big quality of life thing. That's pretty good. They also increased the data bank level as well. That's pretty nice. Obviously, because of the new echoes. The cap is still obviously at, or like the break-off point is still at 21. You're kind of guaranteed one at 20, is it? Yeah, kind of guaranteed. No, you're guaranteed at 21. They're guaranteed to be like 5-star. It's almost there at level 20, but at 21 it's still the same thing. That's what's mentioned in the patch notes. Obviously, it's gonna just come normal things. If we take a look at the other stuff, we have 168 echoes for me. That can't be right. That's kind of insane. Because I know they added like a bunch of echoes. I didn't think they added this many. I don't think they. Oh no, they added a lot. That's impressive. Energy region plus 10%, havoc damage plus 10%. Yeah, seems good so far. Setting this aside, economy is kind of like normal stuff. Okay, well that took an approximate longer time than I expected. Well, seems that everything so far has been pretty good. Yeah, no. So it ended up having to take like essentially like a moment break. So if you see where I'm at currently, well, for starters, I'm no longer in the same place anymore because I went to do my dailies before actually logging off the game. At least on my phone, which, fun fact, it's actually running a little bit better after the update, which is always nice to see. I'm gonna continue staying on the PS5 mostly because of the much or higher quality. Let's see, can I zoom in? How do I zoom in? But yeah, no, the game is looking much crisper compared to like what it was on like most of my other devices. Obviously, because of PS5 optimization, not optimization so much as it is just kind of like higher end devices, essentially like a better GPU, better graphics, normal stuff. So, setting that aside, we're actually looking at what they were doing with the data bank. And it looks to me like we did actually get a new setting. So we're actually going to go to data merge, and they actually finally introduced what I have been waiting for a while. So I wouldn't have to lose my mind selecting individually the types of echoes that most people want. If you click at least on the, it would be kind of, your job is to just click on it like directly on the filter button on the bottom down here. In PS5, you have to click a button right left to your triangle button, or yeah, triangle. Click on that, then select on the X, and then obviously we have like the normal kind of like translation and stuff. But this time we actually have, well, for starters, we have the new echo varieties, the new sets they have. We finally have the attributes tab, which I personally have been waiting on a lot. And there seems to be a couple of new things that I hadn't actually seen, which, oh, BA damage, resonance liberation, HA damage plus. Interesting. So we might actually have a new stats that we're gonna have to roll into now, possible with these two things. It's either that or no, that might just be skill. No skills right here. Interesting. But yeah, the game seems to be looking pretty fine, and I do apologize if I'm like essentially a little bit out of breath. I might have just eaten, so that doesn't help. Um, but setting that aside, we have the kind of like the standard stuff that we kind of wanted before, because I know for a fact you couldn't actually select this before. You actually had to go manual. You had to like specifically select celestial light, and you had to kind of look through it and see which ones of these. Well, I guess the easiest way that I used to do it myself is I used to just select the 3 cost ones, click confirm, and then I used to kind of go through which ones I have. And then from then on, I kind of selected just the one option that I had. Now you can actually select multiple ones. Say I don't want anything with like HP percent. This is all the ones with HP percent. Then I can kind of throw them out and then move on. But that's kind of like a nice echo kind of thing that they added. I was kind of happy to see it because I was not wanting to click on all of these ones, as well as the select all tab, which is very, very lovely. I really like that because I've been looking forward for that to be patched in. We obviously have the new levels, as I said before. These are kind of unlocked as you unlock the newer echoes from Renacita. So, as always, gonna check that out. We're gonna check out. We obviously have new kind of skins and stuff. We have the new bundle as well. Obviously, it's normal stuff. Haven't unlocked any, as you can tell. Nothing's really been paid, so that's pretty okay. We do have the Peach Blossom outfit for Jinxie. It looks nice. It looks very crisp. Obviously, this is kind of like an expensive kind of buy for most people. I think the kind of like the roundabout kind of terms for it are around. What do we call them? Whew, God, I ate good breakfast today. Yeah, but no, it's around what? Anywhere between like $24, $30 from zero if you haven't spent any like currency or bought any of the bundles, which is not bad. It is around 50 to 60 on like I think it's 50 USD and around like 60 Australian or something like that along those lines. It's a relatively expensive skin. I would like to say this at least, not necessarily so much placing it. I have seen skins that are kind of just mainly super like very like artificial. From my understanding, this is very like in depth, right? So if you can actually proceed to try it out to see to even see if you like the cosmetic to start out with, which is again always nice to see. But I do believe we have new animations, different colors. Much nicer. We also have the ultimate here. Oh, that's just like kind of like normal stuff. No, we haven't loaded our animation yet. That is the kind of heavy charge attack, so it's not bad. Let's try out using Jinlin to kind of charge up our first level a little more. Again, still getting used to the controller, so it's not necessarily like the easiest thing ever. But it feels smooth, it feels nicer, it feels cleaner, much better. And everything is now sync-ish, which is really nice to see at least. The fact you actually get to try the skin out is always a nice kind of thing to see what you can see, what like we couldn't see before. There's actually a little dash on her now. I don't know if anybody knows that. Now, I might actually just be like my first time on some of these skins as well. But there's even fireworks and stuff. It's not bad. Skin overall is not looking bad. But now we're here for the ultimate, which again, clean, like newer animation, newer skin. We have even the weapon kind of being new as well. Which again, you can keep the weapons with the kind of like what they call the protections or whatever. They don't actually change the stat itself, they just change the cosmetic appearance of it. Which again, simple stuff. Oh, we have a dragon here, okay. And I think they even swapped out the kind of intro skill as well, which is looking really, really good so far. Obviously, I don't know how to play Jinxie because you're not supposed to play her from this close, to be honest with you. It feels a lot cleaner on PS5, at least. And they're dead. And again, all of it looks really clean. The entire thing looks really like fast, which I like. Trying to finish that up. Haven't done that yet. But that's just kind of like a couple of things have been. For example, I've been like wanting to really showcase a lot of like the game itself because it looks absolutely gorgeous. I just can't really appreciate the entirety of it because my console just can't really run it as well as I wish it could. So that's kind of like one of like the downside that this game has had, at least for my kind of like normal kind of standard procedure. They also did kind of introduce kind of like a new milestone rewards as well to like the phase progress as well. We have phase 8 as well, phase 9. They went. I think we went from phase 6, which is kind of like rover stuff, and I think this is probably unlocked from Renacita as well. Kind of like the standard rewards are kind of like the 100 of these things, 15,000 of the experience, and then some of these ones, which I think they don't have the Andante Helix. I don't know if we have that quite yet or not. Because I myself have like a bunch of hold on. I think this still don't have any of the items that we have, what we can get from Renacita. I think the phlogiston is also something that I do have, but I haven't really gotten so much. That is something that I actually don't think I have any of. Cure of an agent acid core, that stuff. No. Yeah, there's the MF polygon core, which I think I actually got from I don't know where I got this from. This is typically from Renacita. Source Clamor links for tranquility, synthesis, purification, or conversion as well. So you can actually convert directly over from the synthesis as well, which is kind of nice. I did actually see that. Conversion, so we do have conversion as well here. No, wait. No, that's just kind of like this typical stuff. I thought it was like, kind of like swapping over kind of one thing to another. No, it's just kind of normal like upgrade kind of stuff. You can craft medium seal tubes with this stuff. That's kind of okay. Again, I don't typically actually make any of the kind of like these things because they're kind of half useless. I get more from just doing dailies and just kind of running about. I would rather use some materials from something else, like maybe a sun or circuit would be kind of nice. I think these things still don't have too much use for me personally. I think the strong fluid stabilizer is pretty good, and I think that is primarily because what is this from? It converts two identical ones into new material. Wait, no, is that actually doing what I think it is? No, you can actually. Never mind, you can do that. I'm like absolutely like out of my mind. No, you can do that. Okay, so you can actually like swap it up to other things. That's pretty good. Waveborne residue 210. I don't think I've gotten any of that. Yeah, I own nothing. That's kind of wild. No, it's because I just keep consuming these things, I guess. No, that's not right. I fucking... No, that's weird. That's so weird. Because the FF Howler course I get a lot of sometimes. Well, I need those a lot. Taylor brings some gear, but... Yeah, I guess I kind of did max out, I maxed out Camellia.
Would you like
So we maxed out
fun
Camellia and her
game
weapons or her gear.
between the two of us?
And I can't remember what it took, but I know it took like, I think not so much the residue, because I think you think even, yeah, she takes the same stuff. Hold on. No, I use the hydrolyzed metal drop a lot more than the other stuff. That and the rings as well. A lot of the sword users, I think, use that. I think for the Waveborne residue, I think that's for anybody that uses the...
Why hesitate if you know what you want?
Yeah, I think that's for these guys. And like rectifier users.
Plan
I
with
think.
convention.
Let's reach farther destination.
Perfect
Nice.
That or
perfect
Broadblade
weather
ones.
for a walk today.
Let's see. Yeah, no, that's for blade users.
Maybe not.
Or like Broadblade users. It's kind of weird that I don't have like much of these ones though. I guess I just never got some in early game because I farmed everything but this one. Kind of odd to be honest with you. But setting this aside is kind of for the majority of the updates kind of thing. At least the most of that I can actually think of. The events we kind of obviously have the Recita, Tales of the Isles, Traces of Tides, just kind of like the kind of stuff events. We do have part 3 of Pincer Maneuver Warriors, which is nice. The daily kind of claims. I'm gonna get my two what call it? My 2 premium polls. I have a lot. I'm not gonna pull in this banner. I might pull in the next one. I think she's fine. She looks her thing came out really nice, but I'm not summoning on Carlotta. I know she's an OG Camellia, technically speaking.
Plan
But Camellia
with
is already here.
convention. Then conquer.
So I'm kind of skipping her at this point. But yeah, setting that aside, I would because, man, you know it's so crazy. I completely forgot how many pulls you actually get from this event. I thought about like, hey, am I gonna have enough? And I'm like, no, you're not. Yeah, I don't even have enough for this stuff. Yeah, 280 just for 4 pulls. I need like. Honestly, half my brain went to like I need to kind of pull on this, but like one of the banners I need to pull on to get like the extra 14 pulls that I might miss. Like we're not talking like pennies on the dime. We're not talking 5 pulls. We're talking 14, man.
Make it fast.
I would also like to point out that some of the utility on the utilities is a little bit awkward because I have to re-keybind some of them because. Otherwise, they're kind of really difficult to kind of use. For example, if you want to kind of swap out to utilities, I think you have to click on. I thought some of this. Yeah, you have to click on the right trigger, left trigger, and then you have to move around with your what do you call it? Yeah, with your I can't remember what the hell this thing's called. Well, the little like scrolling wheel. Not so much of a kind of gamer as I like to imagine myself as. It's the equivalent of the mouse wheel.
I am fine.
The thing that lets you do the fine controls and stuff. But yeah, no, the camera wheel or whatever. But God, I'm so cooked. I need to figure out what these things are called. I think you could probably figure it out here. Axis wheel, combat wheel. Because it just names it the L thing. I know it cannot be like removed. I know that much. I have no idea what it's called though. Yeah, no, but like at least from a perspective, the game is looking much better. We did have an update, and I know a lot of fixes were kind of implemented recently, so hopefully that's kind of decent at least. At least on a bunch of stuff, I did actually notice if you go into your map, it does slow down quite a bit, which I was a little bit concerned over. It's fine if you kind of just move this without kind of moving up and down. Moving up and down is kind of what causes it to lag, which I'm kind of a little bit concerned over. I do believe it's kind of dipping like frames quite a bit, but you know, it's especially noticeable if you're moving around like this. I think it's less noticeable if you're kind of like closer to the ground because you're not moving as much. You're kind of loading a lot of data, and you're like. I think the reason behind it is because I'm kind of forcing the thing to not move, so it's kind of like stopping itself a little bit. That might be related to that as well. Yeah, because I'm like essentially kind of stopping it, so I think that might be just something with like how the game works. Yeah, that might be just kind of like some input lag and stuff, but it's kind of weird. I don't notice. But other than that, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, move up before moving around. Then it feels kind of fat and like nice and like a nice space. I think it's loading too much is the main thing. It's not so much of an issue on I think in PC it's just my computer just being laggy. But on PS5 it's a little bit strange. On my phone it's perfectly fine. So that's kind of something interesting to kind of notice. As for other controls, I would like to say that it's kind of handling okay. I'm able to dodge much better, and not because the PS5 is better. I don't actually like the controllers personally. I would want to try it on keyboard or mouse personally, but haven't retested it because I know we had like that a patch kind of drop like yesterday, I think, which is kind of insane to really see. I really love the speed on those.
Guests of the
I think that addressed optimization, but I'm not entirely sure. At least for combat-wise, you can kind of tell like the combat's a lot smoother. Obviously, cleaner gameplay, much better. Now that is fascinating. LF polygon cores. These guys are actually dropping different items now. The echoes are now dropping some items too now. That's fascinating. Because I thought it was just like the other guys kind of dropping stuff. That might just be something echo related now. Because I didn't get any of these ones before. A robust polygonal tassel core with an intricate torus pattern, the concentric. Okay. Untamed frequency evolved from this thing waveform phenomenon. Howlers. Clamorlings or tranquilities. Whisperins. Inferno Rider. These are like obviously big cores. These are from the Fraxidus kind of thing. This is kind of like the big post that Phelan Berengal, the monkey, kind of uses. Other than that, man, I'm loving this game so far. At least the cleanliness of it feels really good. Let me double check if my audio. Yeah, we've been recording for 20 minutes. That's a pretty good amount. I think I'm gonna kind of cut the video here. Let me know if you have any questions on like support as well as like things I could probably check out as well. I'm mostly kind of just what I've been doing at this point is kind of just been gathering if there's like something I'm missing. I am noticing a little bit of some of the things kind of having issues with like some of the controls, but that's just PS5 things where the game auto locks into stuff, which could be easily preventable, but we also need a little bit more.
Make it fast. Guests of the unkind.
Because I did actually notice this, and I did want to talk about it a little bit more. Cause I talked about it, I think yesterday, but we do not have as many options for kind of graphical kind of sensibility, and we are kind of lagging. I think one thing that you might want to kind of turn off or on, depending on what you want, because sometimes VSync will kind of cap the amount of frames you can get sometimes, and kind of make your game lag. I think VSync is kind of one of those things that is preferable if you don't try and force it at 60 FPS. But other than that, it's working perfectly fine. Motion blur I turn off because that kind of just makes my screen, makes me want to gag primarily. Because I get motion sickness fairly often from that type of stuff. But yeah, no. Well, this is where we're going to end the video again. If you have any questions or comments down below, let me know what you think. And we're going to be making, I think, I want to kind of go walk through and just kind of watch the story of Renacita, because I am liking what I'm seeing. It was running well compared to my phone and PC. So we're kind of going to focus on this at least for some time. I will be playing and probably making some videos a little more comfortably from my room upstairs, primarily just to kind of do that kind of stuff on the PC. But we might be switching over to PS5 until I can actually get a proper like PC setup for this type of stuff. It's relatively easier to kind of get, so it makes more sense for me to use this for the moment. Anyway, that's been it for all. I hope you guys enjoyed the quality of this video, because I don't like making like lower quality content, but waiting on some games to kind of patch out is sometimes difficult, and it makes sense why some things can be a little bit difficult to record. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll have a wonderful day and stay solid. Bye-bye.